One. Hey guys, this is Hidden Jim. Hidden Jim.
What's up, folks?
And my name is Chico Cuban Collector. And we're coming live at you from South Dakota.
South Dakota?
South Dakota.
Oh, yeah. Who's the guy that's up in North Dakota?
North Dakota is Micah.
Micah.
And so, yeah, he's up there. He received my care package. So he did a video for it.
Nice.
Yesterday, I think. That's cool. It was nice. It's always nice when you send a care package to somebody and they're not the cards that most people probably are like super excited about. But, you know, if you're a collector, hey, what's up, Mark?
Mark from Kentucky.
Yeah.
From KY.
From KY. But, well, you know, if they're like collectors of a team, you know, they're like Twins collectors. Like, he's a Twins guy.
Right.
That, you know, he has stories about the guys and he sees them. You know, yeah, it's not gonna be a Joe Mauer autograph relic card. You know, I'm not sending that.
Oh, gotcha.
But you know, he'll be like, you know, Greg Gagne or whatever, or like
or Gary Gaetti.
Gary Gaetti, or you know, I'm trying to think of somebody else that's
from the Twins.
Ken Herbeck.
Oh, Ken Herbeck.
You know, those kind of guys. Like, you know, he'll have stories about them, and yeah, that's kind of cool because you know he's a fan of the team, so he's like, you know, we able can relate. So that's cool. I enjoy that.
That's awesome.
So that's cool. But I just wanted to do a live feed. I'm gonna probably argue this one like I did the other one.
Right.
But this is Raphael's last day here.
Last night.
Yeah, last night. Yeah, in the great state of Indiana.
Indianapolis.
Well, Indianapolis, Indiana. But like you said, Indianapolis. So we thought before it gets too late and I turn into a pumpkin because he's a party animal. He stays up all night. Yeah. That we would do a little bit of live feed and kind of just hang out and kind of, you know, commemorate and document your last evening here.
Appreciate it, yeah.
Yeah, man. So
thank you for having me. First of all,
of course,
it's been a blessing to hang out with you personally.
Yeah.
And then Bob Lewis last night came down with his family.
Most definitely.
So that was pretty awesome.
Well, I just gotta say real quick. Mark asked. We'll address that in a second. But Mark did ask, how was the card show?
Oh, the card show?
I'll let you talk about it more than me because I can go anytime. So I kind of want your experience. Because you said you haven't been to a card show in like 20 plus years.
Since 97.
Almost 30 years then,
yeah.
Right? Going on 30. Well, no, 21 years.
Since 97. I haven't been. Last car show I went to was in 1997.
Bob Lewis.
Well, hey there.
Does this table look familiar, Bob?
Mark, what happened was in 1997 was my last time I went to a car show. It was at Joe Robbie Stadium. Back then, the Dolphins Stadium was called Joe Robbie Stadium. So that's where they used to have the car shows in Miami that I remember going to. So when I got to the car show, the first table that we walk in, I'm already hitting the box, dollar box, 50 cents box. And Bob and Zombie spread out. You know, they did their spreading around, looking around. But I just got stuck at that guy's table. I bought $25 worth, I think it was. And then I walked around, followed these guys, see what these guys were up to. And then I ran into this. I ran into Brothers and Cards. Brothers and Cards. We ran into Brothers and Cards. They had a table there, and I told them I've seen their people do their box breaks. So I met them. It was Andy and Jonathan were the two guys that were there, and it was a good experience. Then from that table, I hopped across. I saw father and son doing. They were there, father and son spending time together. So they had some great cards. I was hunting the rated rookies for football, the Donruss rated rookies from any year, any rated rookies I was hunting. So we got into talking. I got into talking with the father. Very warm welcome. They gave me a warm welcome, and it's Carter's Box Breaks. That's the son's name. His name is Carter. That's the son's name. So we hit it off, and it was a very warm welcome. I grabbed the chair, and I just sat down and went through all their boxes.
Like literally, we got there right before they officially opened. Yeah. They opened at 8:00
in the morning.
8:00 in the morning. We're probably walking at 7:55.
7:55.
Because myself, Bob, and him, we all went to eat breakfast.
Oh, that was great. That was an amazing breakfast.
Right. Yeah. It was. I always try to take people, and I'm glad Raphael and Bob can speak to this as well. That when you go to, out of state, yes, I could take them to any like random restaurants, brand name, like corporate restaurants that we all know about,
exactly.
But I want to try to take them local places that they're A, probably never going to go to again.
Awesome.
Or B, it'll be an experience they can hopefully remember that was great food.
Yeah.
It wasn't just your run-of-the-mill. So we went there, and we're not really wanting to talk about just food, but we went there. We walk in at 7:55 after we eat. We run in there. Raphael, like he said, he hits up like basically, we're there for 4 hours plus.
Yeah.
He hits up, there's probably about 40 tables, would you say?
Yeah.
Easily. And he goes to 3, basically.
Just three.
And just the 3 tables, and he's there. Like each table, he's there for 45 minutes to an hour and change. And then like myself and Bob are like, we're trying to scope out the whole thing. So, yeah, the barbecue place he's talking about,
City Barbecue.
City Barbecue.
Yeah, City Barbecue. We got the smugglers combo, right?
Yeah, it was like the combo plate where like they pretty much put everything they got.
Beef brisket, chicken, ribs, pulled pork. Bob loved the pulled pork. He went right after the pulled pork.
Yeah, so it was good. And then best bet was the breakfast place.
Yeah, best bet was the breakfast place.
But yeah, and so
so he went 5 for 5 because I counted each restaurant we went to after we ate, and if I enjoyed the meal, I would tell him, okay, you're 1 for 1. Our first place was a burger. We called it was called Burger Study in downtown Indianapolis. He gave me a little tour.
In the heart of downtown.
In the heart of downtown. I was got my flight actually arrived 40 minutes ahead of schedule, and I had scheduled it to be there 30 minutes before Zombie would get out of work. So by the time Zombie got out of work and traffic and so forth, I was just reading a book at the airport waiting, but I started getting hungry and hungry and hungry. So I would text him. I go, hey, I don't know about you, but I'm starving Marvin. And he texts me, go, okay, what you want to eat? Anything you particularly want to eat? So I text him back. I go, man, I just want a juicy burger. USDA prime beef, Angus beef, juicy burger. And I was crossing my fingers that he did not reply and tell me he was going to be a vegan.
Yeah. I didn't get good looking with being a vegan.
Yeah,
let me tell you that
was awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was cool. And so, yeah, man, I'm just glad you all got to go. Bob, I mean, it was cool. I got to say, Christine, Bob's wife, is a real peach of a lady because she let her man go the entire day. Because Bob brought his wife and 2 daughters up here.
Correct.
And it was like a family vacation. Family was like just, day out, basically a day and a half out. And I gotta say, a lot of ladies, wives, girlfriends, whatever you want to call them, probably wouldn't have been too cool with like pretty much being on mommy care, nanny care, like corralling children. And I just want to say Christine was awesome. She was a good sport about it. And she let Bob pretty much go outside and play with his friends.
Yeah, basically.
And I was saying it multiple times when we finally get to meet her and hang out that how much we appreciated it because
two thumbs up, Christine.
Yeah, we really appreciate that because I know it. You want your husband to have a good time, or you're a husband, you want your wife to have a good time.
Exactly.
But you also you can't forget about your responsibilities at home, you know?
Definitely.
And, it was really cool that she was able to let her go. And we picked up Bob, and then Bob was with us the entire day until like about 9:30 at night. So he was there, 13, 14 hours. Yeah. And we all got to hang out, and we really appreciate that. And Christine and the girls got to come over and hang out.
Yeah, they came after dinner. We came back here to Zombie's place.
We went to Kung Fu Cafe.
Kung Fu Cafe.
Yeah.
What up?
Yes, and it was funny because Bob was trying to walk that tightrope of eating a big lunch and then having his wife go, "We're hungry, we're about ready to go," and then like trying to like do that buffer zone of like, well, we don't want to tell her we're not really hungry yet. And then she's like, I'm on my way. Like, you better be getting hungry, Bob. So we're like, we're all hungry. So we go, and obviously we're dudes. So we can always find something to eat.
Always.
So we go and check out the place. It worked out fine, and we all got our food and all that. But this is a thing that you definitely. Raphael said he wanted to hit up Kung Fu Cafe. And so we did that, and then we had to come back here and hang out at the house. We did a live stream, for about an hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah, 45 minutes.
Breaking a bunch of
we did some football, score football, looking to see if we get that Tom Brady auto in the score box.
Yeah, we got the Tom Brady auto, but I lit it on fire off camera, and so you all won't ever see that. But yeah. I mean, pretty much I was foreshadowing what happened today during the game. Because he completely choked. He went up in flames.
At the end, yeah.
So for sure. But I mean,
I'm sure Bob is happy about that.
Yeah, that game was awesome. We
Bob,
watched.
were you biting your nails while Tom Brady was putting the game tying drive together?
All right, Jim's here and Ray showed up. That's awesome. Yeah.
Jim Bay won. Here. I thank D. Jim Bay won.
Victor's
Ray
here.
from Philly.
Yes,
yeah.
Chris
What's going on,
awesome.
Mr. Ray?
Yes. I'm glad. Yeah, chains was the word I was looking for. Thanks, Victor. I mean, yeah, chains is, I mean, we all know about chains. Nobody cares about going to a chain restaurant, especially if you're from out of town.
Yeah.
You know, if we're all from Miami, I don't care. We could go to a chain restaurant. There's no big deal because we're from the same area. If I'm up in Pittsburgh.
Right.
But when you're like out of town, I want to show somebody like only you can get in Indiana or only Indianapolis, you know?
Definitely.
Like, that's a part of the experience, I think.
Of course.
You can take me to McDonald's, but McDonald's is going to be the same in Miami as it is in Pittsburgh as in Indiana. So it's no big deal.
A Big Mac's a Big Mac.
A Big Mac's a Big Mac. So, you know, or even it's La Big Mac if it's Pulp Fiction. La Big Mac.
Big Mac.
But yeah, so most definitely. Yeah, he wasn't on fire today, that's for sure. He went up in flames. That's for sure.
Chris G, 613.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, Chris
Buffalo with a W.
With the dub.
Over Detroit.
So, yes. Hey, Ray, we're just kind of doing a recap of the weekend.
A Royale with cheese.
A Royale with cheese. What's a Big Mac? A Big Mac's a Big Mac, but they call it La Big Mac. Yeah, Royale with cheese.
What's going on, Victor?
You know what they do? You know what they in? What is? You know what they put in? What is it? What country they go to? I forgot. Is it not Denmark? What country they say in Pulp Fiction? They say that he went to. I can't remember. Or France. He goes. You know what they put in? Instead of ketchup on French fries in France, mayonnaise. They drown them in that stuff, man. They just put all mayonnaise. So yes. So we're just kind of talking about Holland. Yes, Holland.
Yeah, look, you see what did I tell you? The name of the restaurant when you come to Miami?
Yeah,
La Carreta. That's where I'm going to take you.
We're going.
Yeah, we'll get Chico to come too.
We'll get Chico, and it'll be on fire.
Yeah,
fire. I learned a Miami word.
Yeah.
So yes, like up north, or at least it used to be. Maybe not. When I had friends that were from like Maine and like Boston and stuff. Maybe Philadelphia, everything was wicked. So it was like wicked cool.
Wicked cool.
Everything was wicked cool, like that was super wicked or whatever. That wasn't something you'd hear in the Midwest. You didn't hear wicked before something. But up there was wicked. So now it's fire. So that's something cool. Fire coffee, Jonathan said, yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, and Raphael.
I recorded him making his first batch of Cuban coffee and doing the foam, the pumita, what we call a pumita. Yeah, so he drank the whole thing. I have it on video, so when I get back to Miami, I'm gonna put a little video together of this whole weekend experience with Bob and Zombie. Do something, a nice video for them, and thanking them for inviting me with open arms.
What's up, Micah? What's up
here to Indianapolis, and then Bob coming down from Pennsylvania as well. So it was a great time. I had a blast.
Yes, I had a blast. Well, it was awesome, and you got a chance to meet Luca today.
Yeah, definitely. That was awesome, man.
Yeah.
That was a highlight. That's the highlight right there.
Right. Well, it was funny because you and Mrs. Hidden Jim brought Luca a nice little Christmas present, which was definitely unnecessary.
Yeah, we put together a little gift for the kids,
which was very nice, and he did the same thing for Bob's daughters.
Yeah, for Ava and Ruby.
Right, Ava and Ruby, and.
Not for the big guys.
Not for the big guys. That's okay. I can
handle it. Only for the kids. Christmas for the kids.
Right. Right. So, but you know, I know that Luca wanted to meet both Bob and Raphael and unfortunately ended up not feeling well on Saturday for his basketball game. He had hurt his foot on Friday working out at baseball, so that kind of hindered him from playing basketball yesterday. So unfortunately, Bob wasn't able to hang. He didn't get a chance to meet Bob. But I knew that he really wanted to meet Raphael because obviously Raphael's been sending us some gifts. Yeah. He always wants to come on my live feeds and talk to him or see Raphael's videos. So when I told Luca that we were coming over for a few minutes to his mom's house and he had a gift, he was like calling and texting me like every couple minutes like, when are you all coming over? When are you coming over? And he was giving him a hug. He didn't even give me a hug on the way out. He was like, thanks, Raphael. Give him a hug. And I'm like, can I get a hug, dude? He's like, oh, okay, yeah, Dad. Hey, what's up, Dustin? Well, Dustin probably knows what it's like.
Dustin.
When Blake gets something cool, he acts like Dad is not even in the house anymore.
Yeah.
He's all about the cool stuff. And he's like, oh, yeah, Dad, I guess you're cool too. I'll give you a hug. But it was like I was just like chopped liver. He was just like, he was already walking into the house before I was like, can I get a hug, buddy? I'm not going to see you for the rest of the day. Oh, okay. But he's all like, hey, thanks a lot, Raphael. Hug, high five, picture.
High five, picture. We took a picture.
And I'm just sitting there like, all right, man, peace. I guess Christmas is already over for you, pal. I'll just send those gifts right back. Then all of a sudden I get a big old hug then. He's like, oh, Dad.
You gotta love your dad too. That's
yeah, exactly. He had to really work up to that one though. He was like, I really want those gifts. So yeah, man. So that's some of what we were doing. Oh yeah, congratulations, Dustin, on that win for Scotty Tradition. Oh, I'm sorry, no, for Blue Jacket 66.
Blue Jacket.
The Mickey Mantle autograph. That was awesome.
Yeah,
they won. They got the first prize.
What was the prize for
the Mickey Mantle autograph? PSA DNA autograph for Mickey Mantle.
Well, but was it a card on a card?
I think it was a Perez Steel or like one of those like kind of like artwork cards. It's kind of like a Diamond King but more high end from like the 70s maybe.
And Mickey signed it.
And Mickey signed it.
He's got like a nice signature.
He has a very unique, cool signature, and they won it.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that was cool, man.
Amazing.
Congratulations, that's awesome. You're the envy of everybody from that one, that's for sure. In 1981, okay, that's cool. I knew it was like late 70s, early 80s, but yeah.
Oh, postcard, 1980.
Yeah, postcard, that's good. So yeah, all the things that we opened up this weekend and bought, none of them was a Mickey Mantle autograph.
No, of course not.
I mean, I was thinking about it.
I didn't even see one at the car show.
But yeah, because apparently Dave already bought it and sold it to Dustin and Blake, and then gave it to him. And he went there and got it first. He was the first one in the door on Saturday morning.
Oh, yeah? Oh, look at Bob.
Look at all the money I've spent.
Bob would have preferred a Joey Corey.
Oh, yeah, Joey Corey. I got one of those. We both know that, Bob. You seen that video of Luca pulling that.
Maybe I should do a giveaway and give out a Harold Baines signature.
Yes, Harold Baines autograph, PSA DNA certified autograph.
By Harold Baines.
By Harold Baines.
I think I'm gonna work up to when I get 300. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, 300, dude. I mean, because by the time you get to 300, he'll be officially indoctrinated, or into the Hall of Fame, right? Inducted and not indoctrinated, and indoctrinated possibly too. But they were definitely inducted into the Hall of Fame. So yes. So I would just ask you,
any Fernandez cards? Yeah, Cuban. There was some Fernandez cards there.
Nobody's ever asked him to sign anything for Harold Baines, not his own mom.
Oh, so if I ask him to send me a card, he'll sign it for me because he'll be thrilled that I asked him.
Yeah, you'll be the first one. He'll be like, wow.
Like, how many do you have? I want to sign them all.
Yeah, he'll be like, just one? I'll sign 10 of these. You're like, oh, okay, thanks, Harold. Oh, and then when we were at the restaurant, we were at the Best Bet with me, Bob, and you. We were eating, and she goes, what's all your names? Because she's like, there.
Oh, yeah.
And then, of course, Bob goes, Bob, and he goes, Ralph, I think.
Ralph.
And I go, Harold?
Harold.
And then we all just kind of looked at each other like, and I'm just so ready. And she wrote down Harold. So when she brought us out our receipt, she goes, Harold. And she looked at me like, I know you're full of crap, but I'm going to write it down anyways. Hey, what's going on? I'm here. What's up, Angel?
The Bronx Bombers.
Yeah, another Florida guy.
Bronx Bombers from Florida?
Yeah, I think he's in the Tampa area.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I believe so.
Awesome. I thought he was from...
Oh, there's your cousin.
Believe in the sound, Chris.
Chris is here.
What's going on, Chris?
We know if Chris is in here, it's legit, dude.
Yeah.
This person's a huge big card for, 1919 history. What? That sounds delicious.
From 1919?
1919?
Wow. Was that pre-war?
Yeah, that's definitely pre-war. You're probably about only 10 years old then, right?
Yeah.
If you want, Dustin, I can unsub to you and then resub.
Hey, that's a good one.
You're like, I was almost at 500, and then Jason, that jackal, unsub, but then you resub, so we're okay.
I just ripped Z Optic Football FOTL boxes. What's that? Is that like a new product that's out there, Chris?
Football, probably, right?
Yeah, he says football, Z Optic. I guess it's a new product that came out. Chris G is always ahead of everybody.
Of course.
He's from Tampa.
Well, no, he's actually from the Bronx. But he lives in Tampa. Right. Post World War One.
Yeah.
1980.
Oh, first off the line. First off the line.
Yeah, that's awesome. First off the line. Oh, okay. See, I'm not cool like that. I don't know that lingo.
Yeah, I'm still learning.
I'm still trying to figure out.
I call Chris G for all the lingo.
Do you?
Yeah. I send him messages. Hey, what does this mean? What does that mean? And he's well versed. He's well versed all around on all the cards. It's amazing.
Your Chris asked you how you like the weather.
Oh man, Indianapolis is beautiful, Chris. You called it on the money. It's beautiful. The weather the first 2 days it was overcasted, cold with some rain, but today it was nice and beautiful, clear skies out here.
And I gotta say, I don't think we talked about this in the first video, but this is the first time you went this far north, right?
This is the furthest north I've been.
Yes. So this is the first time, and so he had been asking me what the weather is going to be like, and I was telling him to prepare for a possible blizzard because, as we all know, Indiana either is like a blizzard or it can be like 90 degrees outside, and then there's always in the middle. It's not like it's never consistent.
Right.
So I was trying to prepare you for the worst, but you really got fortunate, even though the first 2 days were kind
I didn't even need to use my gloves.
Yeah.
It was a heavy jacket I brought. Didn't even look, just a hoodie.
You're going to be able to save some money now.
Yeah, I'm going to return all that. That's why I didn't take the tags off, so I can return it.
You can return it. You can send me the money. We're good. Lake effect snow. Yeah. If you're up further north, that would definitely be from the.
Chris's wife is from Indiana.
Oh yeah, she must be close to the lake effect snow area up north. That's definitely a legit thing.
Chris, what's the name of the city? I forgot the name of the city that
you say Plymouth.
Oh, Plymouth. Yeah, that's what
you tell me Plymouth, right?
Plymouth. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you got a good memory.
Yeah, I have my moments. Okay, he ain't hitting no more. Oh yeah, he ain't hitting no more.
No, ain't no more. No, ain't no more.
No more. Yeah, we broke on through to the other side.
Yeah. The man behind the white gloves.
Yes. The joke. I don't know, some of y'all might have heard this. I don't know if I said this before, but I'll say it anyway again. When I saw him at the airport, he had sent me a picture of what he looked like, so I had an idea of what you were looking like,
right.
What you looked like. But I was like, I was just looking for the gloves. I was just looking for the gloves. I was just like, hey, there's gonna be a guy with white Franklin gloves. So I'm just gonna keep looking for that guy at the airport, and whenever I find the gloves, I found the man.
That's it.
Yeah, but you didn't have the gloves on.
No, I didn't.
So I had
to
yeah, you should have. So yeah, that's for sure. But anyways, yeah. So
yeah, Chris, I'm about 5'10", 5'10". That's my height, 5'10".
I'm about 7'1".
Yeah. Bob is like 7'9".
Yeah, Bob's 7'9". Him and Yao Ming are about on the same level. Yeah, or Manute Bowl.
Yeah,
back in the day. But it's So I was gonna ask Bob, even though you're gonna have to text your answer. What was your best part of the trip, Bob? I was going to ask that to you also, but I was going to let Bob start. What was the best part of the trip, Bob? Out of the entire day we got to hang out, what would you say was your best, the best thing that we did?
Cuban's 5'8", Chris is 6'2".
I'm 5.7,
5.8 on a good day.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm 5'7" on a good day. I'm probably like 5'6" and change.
Tracy's,
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's like, well, go ahead. Okay, so Bob said Tracy. We'll talk a little bit about Tracy's probably also. But for you, Raphael, aka Hidden Gem, what would be like if you had one like moment or like a, like memory among all the ones that you could say, well, everything, what would be like the number one thing that stood out to you also?
For
like
me,
from the baseball aspect or the collecting aspect,
from the
not the hanging out aspect.
Yeah, for me, it's got to be the car show was a huge plus, but the guy from the Four Sharp Corners, Tracy's, that's name Tracy.
Yeah.
That guy's a ball, man. He's just a ball of laughs.
Yeah.
The guy is awesome. He's amazing.
Yeah.
He has no shame in what he's gonna tell you.
No.
At all.
Right.
He tells you just like how it is.
Right.
Yeah, and you walk into the store. When you walk into the store, it's chaos.
Right.
It's complete chaos. But you ask him where something is, he knows exactly where it is in the store. It's amazing.
Yes.
I was amazed by that.
And that's the thing is when people go to the store, he hears it all the time. Everybody says the same thing. It's like, how do you live like this? Because he pretty much lives in that shop. And he's like, how can you make your shop look like it's some like homeless man's like, living room.
Yeah.
With like cars like everywhere, like literally everywhere. And we're not even talking about organized.
Yeah, it's just
like it's just like everywhere.
Crazy.
But like Raphael said, and Bob knows because that's the second time Bob's been there. It's like if you ask him a specific question, like, "Hey, do you have such and such?" He's like, "Yeah, it's right over there," or "It's over there," or he'll say, "No, I don't have it," because he knows he doesn't have it, or whatever. Or I think that's awesome. But like Bob also said the laughs. Like the entire time we're just laughing and having a good time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like that overall, like that is kind of connected from the entire time I picked him up on Friday all the way through today.
Yeah.
Just laughing and Bobby. And then I also got to say that, we got to know each other quite a bit.
Yeah.
Like you really like build that friendship with each other.
Definitely.
A relationship with each other because, we all, I think, you can say we're friendly and we're acquaintances and, we all get along, and we try to, but it's one thing, and then you invite somebody into your home.
Yeah, that was definitely.
You spend every waking minute basically with each other, with Bob, every single second for like 14 hours yesterday, all three of us. There was like not a time where we were like, we're gonna go our separate ways.
Yeah, I remember in the car show, when you guys, when I was in my world, you guys, you guys were doing your stuff. So let me look for the tallest guy here. When I look, Bob was easy to find. He had the Pittsburgh hat, tall guy, ready to
with
go.
His backpack.
Yeah, and then to find Zombie was easy because all you had to do was listen for his voice, and I would track his voice down. Okay, that's Zombie over there for sure.
That's the very first thing that Christine said. Bob's wife was like, "Wow, hey, what's going on, sports car kid?"
Look at Bob Lewis.
What did he say? Raphael told him, "Oh yeah, he'd help him organize the shopping trade." He said, "Oh yeah, it is organized." He's like, "It is organized." It's so funny, and I will tell you that Tracy is not a kind of guy like he would just say. He doesn't care what other people think. Like he just. It's like in his mind, it's still like 1984, like the way he talks to everybody.
Yeah, definitely.
Like he doesn't care what your background is. He doesn't care what your sexuality is. He doesn't care if you're religious or you're not religious or whatever. Like he just tells you this is how he feels. Like it's from, whoa. He just tells you this is how it is from his perspective. And so I can tell when Raphael said, "I'll help you in here," he was trying because he knew that you're out of town and you didn't know. He was trying to keep it classy and be like, "It is organized," instead of telling you some other choice words. And it's funny because I was like, he actually contained himself a bit and like that because I thought for sure it was going to go crazy. But the one thing I will say is that Christine said, when I met her, she was like, "You sound just like you sound on YouTube."
Oh, yeah?
So I guess I have a voice.
You have a voice.
And I think your wife said something along the same lines. She was like, "Oh, I can tell that's Jason in there,"
Jason,
or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's kind of funny. So I think that's interesting.
Already chopped the cameras.
I did. Sorry, I judo chopped the camera real quick. I was so excited.
Sports Card Kid is here.
Uh-huh.
Sports Card Kid's dad.
So yes,
I think Texas is what 2 hours behind the East Coast.
Yeah, they might. Yeah, Texas probably 2 hours. I don't think they're on Mountain Time, so yeah, they're probably two. No, they're probably 1 hour. They're probably Central Time. I guess it might depend on what part of Texas.
I think it's 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah,
okay, because East Coast time, Central, Mountain, and then Pacific. 1 hour.
Central, yeah. Oh, 1 hour.
So if it's Central Time, they're only 1 hour.
Gotcha.
So, okay. So that's cool. But yeah, man, I mean, we had a good time. It was awesome.
The stomach's here.
Yeah, from North Dakota, don't you know?
He said it was negative 15 degrees.
Dude, man, I can't do that.
Definitely cannot do that.
I can't do that. My whiteness can't do that. But yeah, man, we had a great time. We had wonderful time. We definitely want to do it again. I've already talked about to Raphael. I'm going to try. I think I might have it all in the works. I'm coming down to Miami, or at least Florida proper, in March.
In March, do you
for like 4 days? I'm going to go on a Thursday and stay through Sunday.
All right, and do a little.
Maybe do like a little shaking babies, kissing hands tour of Florida with everybody there. I'm not for sure exactly. Depends on like how it works out, but I don't want to overstay my welcome at anybody's house because that's 4 days is a long time to try to what's the word I'm looking for? Like entertain someone for 4 straight days. So we'll see. But
you'll have a lot of entertainment in my house. That's
right. Yeah, you sound like your family's huge with between you and your wife.
Man, sometimes people come over. They want me to. Some people say, "Why don't you guys just put up cameras all over the house? That'd be a great reality TV show."
yeah.
You, your wife, your daughters, all the girls that come over, the dog. It's chaos there. It's anarchy.
Right, exactly. And the way they talk to you,
it's all, it's one guy against all those women in the house.
Man. Well, if I get to come and hang out, at least I'll give you some chance to give like some even playing ground.
Some even playing ground. That's right.
So, like, I was thinking about we're trying to maybe hit up a couple spring training games if I can make it out. You know,
I'll do some homework on that. I know the Braves come down to Orlando. And they play at the ESPN Worldwide Complex.
Where does Miami Marlins play?
And then there's Juno Beach. I think the Marlins go to, I think it's Juno Beach, if I'm not mistaken, or Jensen Beach. Juno Beach or Jensen Beach. Cuban, the Marlins. You know what beach? I know it's a beach down the East Coast that they go do the spring training at. It's not that far either.
John is determined to have me to go to a club.
Yeah, Cuban.
I'm sure that's all. Yeah, I'm sure that's only y'all. That's John. I'm gonna leave that to
you
John.
And Cuban can do that. I'm a married man, so I'm not. I don't go out to the clubs anymore.
I'll go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a 40-year-old white guy at the Cuban clubs might not be the best hangout either. But I'll go just for kicks and giggles.
Yeah, you and Cuban, you guys are single guys. You guys can go and have fun, man.
I know. Well, at least I'm single for now. You just never know. Yeah, Port St. Lucie.
Where did he say he played? I know there's Port St. Lucie. The Mets are in Port St. Lucie.
Is that close to you in Miami?
Yeah, Port St. Lucie is not that far.
Okay.
That's a halfway point between Miami and Orlando.
Maybe I can talk Mark into coming with me. There we go. We can go. He's a big Mets fan.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. I've never been to the spring training thing.
All right, thanks, Dustin. Appreciate it, brother. Thanks for popping in.
Dustin. And
congratulations on that win again, you lucky bloke.
Yeah, look at
Gary, you're right. Yeah,
40-year-old white guy at a Cuban club sounds like a bad movie plot.
Yeah, I'm no John Wick. That's for sure. Last time we saw a guy over 40 at a club that's white, he had guns that was shooting everybody in the head.
The thing is that Chico Montana is gonna walk in and Zombie's gonna be like his bodyguard, with the earpiece. Taking care of Chico.
Exactly. There you go, dude. Chico Montana and Pitbull.
There you go.
Oh, my gosh. So, yeah, man. I mean, we'll see. Like I said, it all just depends on everybody's availability and, and all that. So, we'll see. But I would like to try to do that during spring break.
Let me know ahead of time so I can make sure I plan to get the time off from work as well.
Right.
And my wife as well, so we can make sure we entertain you the way you entertain me.
Yeah, man, for sure. Oh, and then I was going to tell you, you said you heard about BW3s, Buffalo Wild Wings, but you never been.
Yeah, I've never been.
But the interesting thing was you said that she could make an Arnold Palmer like anybody you never had before.
Yeah, man, and she knew what it was when I asked her, hey, can I have an Arnold Palmer? Oh, yeah, sure, I can make that for you. Down there in Miami, you asked for Arnold Palmer, like, ¿qué? What?
¿Qué?
¿Qué? Who? Mr. Palmer?
Mr. Palmer? That's awesome. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Look at Sports Card Kid. How many rooms you got, Ralph? Well, I've been saving to buy. One of the things I've been doing is putting money away. Me and my wife.
See you later, Jim. Take care, buddy. Sorry.
No problem. I've been putting money away. I want to. I'm actually looking to relocate out of Miami, somewhere probably mid Florida, Central Florida. It's just crazy down there, and then the expenses are through the roof. It's getting crazy. So that's one of the things I told my wife. I want to get a big house so when people come over, they can stay at the house and, they don't have to worry about hotel and stuff. It's just come down, visit, stay as long as you like. I'm all about that, man. I'm a barbecue guy. I love to grill, put on the football game, have some beers, have some cold ones, jump in the pool, get crazy, whatever. As long as it's in control, That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's me. That's kind of me right there.
Who's not in control, I would think, is Jonathan.
Chico's wild,
Chico's
man.
wild. I think he wants to probably get me, blasted and leave me somewhere in Miami.
Chico take you down to the Pink Pony. Watch. Chico knows what I'm talking about.
Okay. Oh, my gosh. So anyways, but yeah, man, it's been really fun having Bob and Raphael here. It's been great.
Bob Lewis.
When we first talked about this about 2 months ago, after being inspired by the California contingent of guys out there with Tony and Aaron Davis, and Tony Sykes on baseball cards, and Titanic Taters, and Nate, Pepino Man, all those guys out there talking about getting together and hanging out.
And they did it.
I was like inspired to do that. And like I told before, and I'll say it again, I never imagined Bob from Philadelphia, from Pittsburgh, and then Raphael from Miami was going to show up. So it's been awesome. I'm very humbled that you all came up here to visit with me or came down for Bob and his family.
Yeah.
And I definitely want to be able to return the favor, not because I feel obligated to, because I want to experience. I've never been to Miami. Well, maybe once when I was a kid, but I don't remember anything about it. So, I would love to go to Miami. I would love to go to Pittsburgh and visit Bob. Because really, if I go to Pittsburgh, I want to go to Pittsburgh because of George A. Romero, the godfather of the zombies.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, Land of the Dead, Diary of the Dead, and what's the other one? Diary of the Dead, and then what's the last one? I forgot. It's Diary, and then we have Survival of the Dead. That's the last one. So I would like to have Bob take me to some of the highlights from those films, because he filmed most of those movies in Pittsburgh. At least the first 3 were filmed there.
Awesome.
And those are the ones I really care about the most anyways. And so I would like to do that, and I'm sure Bob would probably know most of those locations, or we could find them. So, so there's a purpose of going there for that, but going to hang out with you guys, baseball, enjoying the nice warm weather.
Oh, okay.
Eating the food.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to tell Bob, you know that I was a little starstruck when I got out of the car when we went to pick you up at the hotel, and I saw you standing there. I was like, bro, this is Bob Lewis,
This is Bob Lewis, the legend.
And I'm like, I didn't even shake your hand. I said, hey, forget the hand. Give me a bear hug, baby. Come here.
Exactly. There might even been a slap on the butt. I don't even know for sure. like good game kind of thing like that. It was awesome. Oh yeah, that's what Angel said. He goes, I can't do the cold anymore. I have to do like warm, maybe for a short time, but I can't live there.
Yeah, the cold.
Brothers got a hug, from Step Brothers. Brothers don't shake hands, brothers hug.
That's right.
So yeah, man. Well, I gotta say, it was seeing Bob. Like I've hung out with Bob that one time, once or twice. That one weekend we got to hang out some, but it was really cool because seeing Bob again, got to hang out, and then Bob and I and Raphael were able to share some like personal stuff.
Yeah.
And just really get to know each other as like guys.
As like,
not just like YouTube personalities
or
like.
It just shows that we're human.
Right.
We're human.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not perfect. We're not all here perfect.
Not everybody's wearing white gloves all the time.
Exactly.
Sometimes you have to take off the gloves.
You gotta
we got maybe do a new segment behind the gloves.
Behind the gloves.
Yeah, we already did it. What's the one I told you about that we
instead of Wreck-It Ralph, Rip It Ralph.
We're gonna start. Yeah, you're starting a new segment called Rip It Ralph.
I'm gonna start a new segment called Rip It Ralph.
Yeah, so we're gonna do So when he's ripping wax or ripping packs, be ripping Ralph. That'll be awesome. So yeah, but I thought that was to me one of the best options, because I would think we all can agree that once you really kind of get through some of the like cards and hanging out with this, like talking about the things that put us all together, but you talk about the serious stuff, that's what you're really building a friendship.
Yeah.
Correct. You're able to share some like personal stuff. It's not just surfacey things.
Yeah.
So I think, and that's all fine. That's how you get there. But I thought it was really cool that we're able to do that with one another. And and none of us would ever know each other if it wasn't for YouTube.
That's true.
I mean, I would have never known you existed, and vice versa, or Bob or anything.
And the least thing like I was telling you today, the least thing I expected was me doing YouTube videos and getting on a plane to fly to Indianapolis.
See you later, Jonathan.
To meet somebody I just met on YouTube.
Right, exactly.
For a few months,
Exactly. And the other thing that even Bob, obviously he felt comfortable enough to bring his family.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Again,
that says a lot. That speaks volumes right there.
Sure. You're not going to take your family to go meet somebody.
Yeah.
A stranger for sure, a guy you barely know. and introduce them to your family without feeling like, this is like these guys I trust. Like I know these guys are good guys.
Yeah, that's why like today when you told me, hey, let's go meet Luca, I was pumped up for that. I was really pumped up for that. I said that spoke volumes on your side too as well.
Sure.
Because hey, this guy's gonna introduce me to his son,
Sure, of course.
that was pretty cool, and I was excited. I was happy to see him too, man.
Yeah, he was pumped.
Yeah.
Well, we still don't know. He was so pumped to see you, plus the gifts. Not so much me. So anyways, guys, so that's a lot about what we were doing this weekend. I know we kind of hit a couple different things.
Anybody have any questions?
Anybody any questions? Anybody have anything to want to just talk about in general? Let's stay away from any Harold Banks conversation. I think that was like everybody's done that ad nauseum.
You gonna show any? You're not gonna show anything that you got? Because I already packed up. So
I can show some things. I'll show. This is gonna be kind of like I don't know, fortuitous is probably not the right word. I don't know what the right word is. But if some of you all know, a couple months ago, I did a live stream, which I probably did take down because I was ranting, which is, I know, a surprise.
Cuban's out.
And yeah, Jonathan left.
All right, Cuban.
But there was a guy who did a contest, and I did a video for the contest. I loaded the video to his page, on his YouTube page. I made a comment saying, hey, I did people made a comments about my video, talking about his contest, so like it was out there, and he didn't put my name in the he forgot or didn't see my video, so I was kind of bummed because he had a really cool car that he was giving away.
Oh, really?
As a part of the contest, and so Bob shows up at the yesterday. And we're hanging out waiting for Raphael to get done with his three hour like session at that one table with the Carter's box breaks.
Hey, what it was, Bob said, when you pull up a chair, it's serious.
It's serious. It is serious. When you pull up a chair, you know you're gonna be there for a while. You're not pulling up a chair at a card show to turn around and leave.
And I was sitting right in the middle of everybody walking.
Right in the middle of the aisle. And you're not a little guy.
No, I didn't care.
So it's not like you were like screwed up at the table. You're like got your legs spaced, sitting back looking at the cards. Right. So Bob and I were like, we're gonna take a power session of just sitting down, relaxing, and see you later. Oh, no, never mind, Angel. I thought Angel was leaving, but so Bob and I were talking. He's like, hey man, I got something for you. And I mean, Bob's done this to me now twice, like unsolicited. Never even think about it. I thought Bob's gift to me was him being there. He's like, that's your gift, Jason.
That's your gift, Jason.
So he's like, I got something for you. So Bob ends up winning this gift from the contest. He won.
Oh, really?
So obviously I was happy for Bob's win.
Right.
Because he's a friend, So I'm happy that he won. And not saying even I was going to win. Just my name to be in the hat would be nice.
Yeah.
And so Bob was like, I got something for you. And I'm like, okay, and he shows it to me, and I'm like, dude, again, another one of my PC guys graded. I'm like, are you kidding me, man? Slabbed. He gave me the Don Mattingly months ago. It wasn't graded, but it was a car I didn't own, and it was in like gym mint condition. And then he goes, yeah, I got this. He goes, it deserves to be in your collection more than mine. He was like, what am I gonna do with it? And he ends up giving me this.
Nice.
1987 Fleer Barry Larkin not Jim Mint 9 number 5204, and this is the glossy, which I didn't even know that till now. Barry Larkin rookie card. So I was so surprised.
Wow, 87 Fleer glossy. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude! I didn't even realize it was a glossy till just now. He even put up, was it perfect fit sleeve? Is that what they're called? Oh, yeah. He even got it in a perfect fit sleeve. But it was so nice of him to do this. Because he won this fair and square. And it wasn't even, like I said, about the win, but it was so cool that he did that for me. I mean, I really feel like I need to step up my game and stop just sending him a bunch of Andrew McCutcheon cards. And Doug Drabecks.
He'll be happy if you send him a Harold Baines card.
And Harold Baines. I'm going to work on a Harold Baines card next. Even though I gave you my Harold Baines recently, I pulled.
Zombie gave me the Harold Baines he pulled.
But it was very nice of him to just give me this card, again, out of his own collection. I know, again, Barry Larkin is not necessarily somebody he would collect, but it's a rookie card. It's a 9, it's the glossy, and it's of a Hall of Famer. So there's a lot of things that I would think that he would like. But it was just very nice of Bob. And again, obviously unsolicited. When he pulled this out, I was like, oh my gosh, here we go. I even forgot that he won until he showed it to me and then told me the story. And I was like, oh, that's right. Because I tried to block because I was so traumatized from the experience.
Barry's in the Hall of Fame?
Barry's in the Hall of Fame, yeah.
Oh, wow. What year did he get in?
What year did he get in, guys? I want to say he got in like 2000.
Early 2000s?
7, 6?
Mid 2000s.
I can't remember. Hey, JY Cards guy. What's up?
JY Sports Card.
I want to say he got in like 2005, 6, 7, 8, something like that. He got in because he played up until the early 2000s.
Yeah.
He played a couple years into the 2000s. So, anyways, but yeah, it was really cool for Bob. I mean, again, completely unsolicited. And then I'll go ahead and show these because this is what you did. I know I did that on live stream real fast because we were talking about other stuff. But this is from...
Hey, JY, how you doing, man?
This is from...
Hey, I haven't forgotten. Let me just...
No, go right on ahead.
JY, I haven't forgotten about you. I got a bunch of CPs in my house that just have little tags with the names marked from KY, Pepino Man. I just got to catch up. It's just a matter of catch up. So when I get back, then I got the Christmas holidays coming up. But anytime I get a little bit of extra time, I'm going to get to it, man. I put the Donald Trump card that I hit. It's going right back to you, buddy.
Donald Trump for the win.
I had a pack war with JY.
I think I remember seeing that. Was that on video? Did you show it?
Yeah, I think there's a video on there.
Okay.
And I hit a Donald Trump card.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Except for that one you threw in the corner. Did I throw something in the corner? Maybe that wasn't towards me. I don't know for sure. To answer your question, Angel, Barry Larkin, Don Mattingly, and Ichiro. And so those are my 3 guys I collect. But I collect all the 80s guys, superstars. I mean, that's my generation. All the guys who all were popular in the 80s and 90s, all the Hall of Famers and superstars, I like those guys. But... Oh, yeah. Okay, Bob. Yeah, remember... Yeah, I sent you that care package. You just threw it in the corner. Was like, what is this crap?
No, man, it's
even your wife was like, I think that's from Jason.
Yeah, she's the one that because she goes into that room all the time to get her clothes. That's where her closet is.
Yeah, he threw my stuff in his wife's closet. Was like, what is this nonsense here?
It was on top.
All her shoes fell off. All her clothes.
It was on top of Minnie's house. I have all my sorting boxes. And that's where I have my care packages going. And
that's where you put all the stuff to put in your fire later on. And then when it's like, it was like throw it right in.
So before I left that week, my flight was on Friday. So I think I got your package on Thursday. So a bunch of packages were there in the mailbox. I just grabbed them and put them there, but I didn't pay attention to them.
He's just like, this is another package for my fans. I'll get to that later.
And then my wife
whenever I'm bored.
My wife comes in. She goes, "Hey, who sent you that big? There's a big package there." And it said, "Isn't Jason Payne Zombie Collector?" And there's a package there from Jason.
You're like, she's like, yeah, it's underneath 4 pounds of clothes and everything. Yeah, thanks a lot, Raphael.
Don't worry. Now when I get
when I get home, I gotta find it. I gotta go digging through my wife's stuff.
It was awesome though. I got a bunch of packages now when I get home too.
Yeah. Don't.
I still haven't opened the Cuban Collector. He has sent me a care package and he lives.
Well, don't worry. Cuban Collector got a package from Rich Richard. He sat on for 6 months. That he forgot about.
No, that's the
one that was like behind a book or something.
Book, yeah.
Poor Rich Richard was like sitting there waiting for it to be open and never did. He like left the community for a while because he was like so devastated from it.
Look at Bob.
Yeah. So these are the Raphael. I want to tell people.
He said Sports Card Kid said I got nominated for a giveaway. Really? I was nominated for. No, I didn't. I haven't seen. I have so many videos to catch up with too, as well on my watch list.
You need to get with the program, dude.
I know the last one I saw before I got on the plane at the airport was Beantown 62 was doing.
Oh, there's Jonathan. He found us. Brothers and Cards. Jonathan said, "Hey, it was nice meeting you all at the card show."
Oh yeah, that's right.
Cool.
Yeah, we
Come on,
just,
represented.
yeah, we just gave you guys a shout out.
Yeah, we're just talking about you all for a good several minutes.
You and Andy, when we first started going live, we were talking about coming to your table. It was pretty cool.
It was awesome. Yeah, you guys were great guys, man. I'm always happy to meet fellow Hoosiers.
So Andy, he's got to let go of some Ladens, man. I'll buy those one or two Ladens, just one or two.
And the one cool thing, man, about Brothers in Cards was that I'm not a football guy, but I like to see box break videos.
Oh, okay.
And at first, when he first introduced me to the guys, I recognized their logo, but I didn't know where I'd seen it from because when I looked at their table, and I'm like, football, huh? Like it didn't like register. But when I walked away, I realized like I love box break videos, and so even though they weren't like baseball related, I remember watching them and like, wow, these guys are getting pretty nice hits from these box.
They do.
And then I was like, these are the guys
that put it together.
Yeah. Like it took me, being 40, like my brain, the hamster, the hamster on the wheel is not running really fast anymore. It's a little bit slow, so it took me a while to get there. But yeah, you guys are great, man. Yeah, guys, Brothers in Cards, man, definitely do check out. Check out their, is it Facebook? They have their own website also.
Yeah, I was on their website yesterday. They're doing basketball now too, basketball. And then I saw they do basketball and football, and then it's by, it's bronze and then silver and then gold packages, if I'm not mistaken, right, Jonathan?
When you start doing baseball, you let me know, and I'll just come up and pick them up from your house.
Yeah, I was there I signed up last night, by the way.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, last night on my phone.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is cool, man. That is really cool that you did that.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That is super cool. I might grab a basketball one just to support the guys. I'm not, just because, if I get some Pacers cards, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I think the bronze is $30.
The bronze?
Yeah, I think it's $30.
So is a basketball also like football? There's like 3 levels?
Yeah, there's 3. I think basketball's 3 levels as well.
Now I've heard either through Jonathan and what's the other guy's name?
Oh, Andy.
Jonathan, you might not have been there, but Andy he just kind of told me whisper that I get a Hoosier discount.
Oh, yeah.
Off the gold.
That's right.
He said you get 85% discount.
Woo!
And I was like, really? He's like, yeah, that's a Hoosier discount. Because we have to have this, we have a secret code. When I go to we go, who's your daddy? And if you say, my daddy is Bobby Knight, because then what's it? It's our secret handshake.
You got it.
So yeah, I mean, it's kind of like being what do you call those guys? What do you call those? Like secret organization, the Masons. 85% upcharge. Whoa. I was wondering why he was snickering when he told me that when I walked away. He was like, sucker. So yeah. But I also wanted to say real quick, guys, that Raphael has done at least 2 that I'm aware of, maybe more, but you said you've been trying to start doing more like auctions.
Yeah, definitely. I've done 2 already.
I want people to know that it might be in here, and I want to try to make people be aware that when he does his auctions, some of the money he's raising is at 10%.
Yeah, 10% will go to either St. Jude's. I sent 10% to St. Jude's, or the last one we did, we sent 10% to Live Like Lucas.
Live Like Lucas or St. Jude's, and I think that's a really cool thing because let's be honest, even if it's not a lot of money. Yeah, it's not about the money. It's about trying to do something for a good cause.
Exactly.
So if it's $10 or $110, it's really cool that somebody like Raphael thinks about other people, not just about him getting money. Yeah, and that's okay if you want to do that too. It's okay if you do an auction and the money all goes to you, but it's really cool that you do that.
Yeah,
and I just want to make sure people know that if he does do these, if he does another auction, which he said he might be doing in a couple weeks after the holidays, maybe.
Yeah, I try to do Monday, so my days off from work, so I try to do a Monday night with my wife. Miss Hidden Gem sits in the background and she collaborates.
She's a DJ.
Yeah, whatever jams. Hopefully we don't get copyrighted, but that's the video we did.
So I just want to make people aware of that because I'm going to show some cards that he had. But I thought that was a really cool thing that you did because a lot of people, including myself, if I did that, I wouldn't even think to do that. So I think that's really nice that you're thinking outside the box to do something for an organization or an individual or a family who could appreciate the money more than just goes into your pocket. Because again, we're not talking about, it's not about the money, it's about the cause.
The cause,
right?
Exactly.
And you even had a few guys throw extra money at some of the cards because it's for the cause.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's exactly what it's
for. So I thought that was cool. So I just want to show you some of the winnings I got from his auction from about maybe 3 weeks ago, I guess.
Yes.
2-3 weeks ago. So I got an Ohtani rookie card, Bowman. I think this is going to be a very iconic card for Ohtani. This is my personal opinion. All right, see you later, Angel. Take care, brother. He said, see you later, too, I think. They're especially... Bronx Bomber, Angel.
Oh, yeah. Hey, good night, Bronx Bomber. I got to see some more of his videos, too.
Yeah, you got to check out his videos.
He picks up a lot of stuff from eBay, right?
Yes. So I got this card. Also, this is the Stadium Club. And I just like this card here. This is the rookie performers that is from the Heritage. All right, Bob. It was awesome, dude.
Bobby.
We have to do it again, my brother.
Rick and Bobby.
Rick and Bobby.
Shake and bake.
Shake and bake. If you can drive with a Puma in your car, you can drive anytime, right? If you have a Puma in your car.
That one is Edward Vela artist. He's an artist.
This is Edward Vela, and it is 12 out of 50 signed.
Yeah, he's a great artist. He's got some great work, guys. If you ever get a chance, he's got an eBay store. I think it's called A Ovard Cards, and he's the artist, Edward Vela.
So those are some of the cards I picked up from Raphael's auction that he did. And so I just want people to be aware that when he does do one again, it would probably be awesome and advantageous because there's good deals to be had.
Yeah, that was a great.
And I got all these cards, guys, for like $9. So I feel like that one of these cards could easily go for $5 to $8, $5 to $10.
Yeah.
And getting 5 of them for $9. I mean, you can't go wrong. Ohtani rookie cards. Yeah. I mean, it's still too early to tell what'll happen with him, but might as well get him while you can.
Yeah, that's true.
For sure. He could be the next Ichiro, which is what I'm hoping, or he might end up being the next Tsuyoshi Shinjo. So hopefully he's not Shinjo, but he's more like Ichiro. So that was a really cool one.
Is it true that a lot of people compare him to maybe he's likely like a Babe Ruth?
The reason why the people call him Babe Ruth
is
because that Babe Ruth was the only player that pitched and also hit
home runs.
And hit home runs.
Gotcha.
I mean, that was like the connection. Now let's be honest. Ohtani is very far from ever, in my opinion, reaching anywhere near Ruth's status. But Ruth also stopped pitching once he became a Yankee. Like, he no longer pitched. He focused on, I think he played right field and hitting, But I think that's the combination. That's the draw for him. Okay. I've been hearing a lot of people say that he might end up not even pitching really moving forward, Ohtani, but he's going to focus on probably DHing.
Okay.
And if he DHs, he's going to be probably the best DH ever to be in baseball because he's an awesome hitter.
Wow.
And he didn't even have a whole season, and he did awesome as a hitter. So, I mean...
Did he get nominated? Or
yeah, he won Rookie of the Year.
He won Rookie of the Year?
Yeah. I know that a lot of people were like a little bit upset because he took it away, quote unquote, from the Yankees. I believe it was the Yankees. Is it Andujar? Is he the Yankee?
Miguel Andujar?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's
and then people thought he should have won. And so Ohtani won over him. But, Ohtani pitched and had like 5 or 6 wins or whatever it was. And then he also hit like 20-something home runs and all this kind of stuff.
He was National League Rookie of the Year.
Who?
National League?
No, American League.
American League.
Yeah.
National League was Acuna, right?
National League? I don't remember who was the National League.
Wasn't it
that
Ronald,
sounds right, but I'm not for sure. Ronald Acuna?
Acuna Jr., I think.
I'm sure some of the other people might know better than me because I'm not for sure who the person ended up being. If Mark's still here, I know he knows.
Oh, Mark will know for sure.
Mark probably put a battlement for him. He probably wrote in, Acuna.
Acuna, yeah.
Yeah, so you go. So I don't drink the Kool-Aid about, Ohtani. I think he definitely has a huge upside opposed to a downside. But again, this is his first year. He got injured part of the year.
Well, he got injured.
Yeah, so we'll see. So we'll see what the future holds for sure. But I do think baseball has some amazing young people, rookies, and up-and-comers that's making it exciting to watch the game.
Yeah, what I'm noticing now is that every team kind of has like a superstar.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. Like, before you would have like 2 or 3 guys that were like obviously their own teams, and they're like kind of like the big stars.
Yeah, yeah.
Like Mike Trout or whatever. Like people be like, that's the next, big guy, But now you have Otani, you have Acuna, you have Andahar, you have all these. I mean, I mentioned 3 guys, but then you have Albies, who also is with the.
Now the Rays got that kid Willie Adames.
And then
it looks like all the teams are finding super like
right. The Minnesota Twins have somebody coming too. I think it's not Miguel Sano, but somebody else. I think the Twins have a guy everybody's getting excited about, and his name escapes me.
Yeah, look, like Mark said, lots of great talent under 25 years old. That's true.
We're talking about Nick Senzel for the Reds, who's been big. Which is Mookie Betts for the Red Sox. He's still pretty new. He's not new, but he's new to he's still pretty relatively young, for sure. Nick Benintendi, Judge, all those guys have only been a few years out. Bergman, Bregman, Seager. I mean, all these guys are still within the first 3 to 5 years of being there. Plus all these new guys. So yeah, for sure. I think that there's a huge rookie class of people that are really could light the baseball world on fire for sure.
Arizona Diamondbacks.
I don't know who they.
Sports Card Kid says nobody anymore for the D-backs.
Nobody.
That's true. I don't know.
Nobody. Ever since Randy Johnson was like,
wow.
No, I don't know.
That's true, man. We got to help out those Arizona Diamondbacks.
Yes, JY Sports Card guy. You and I go to. I don't know where you're at. I'm assuming you're in Ohio, maybe if you said the Reds. Because I'm with you when it comes to the Reds. Anytime you want, buddy.
He's a Oakland A's guy.
Oh, well, why is he talking about the Reds so much?
Maybe he wants to go into a Reds game with you versus the A's, maybe.
Okay. Well, as long as it's in Cincinnati, because I'm probably not flying to Oakland anytime soon.
Well, remember I told you I came up here for job training to Cincinnati. And I caught a Reds game. I caught the Reds game. I caught the Reds game a week before they inducted P. Rose into the Cincinnati
Hall of
Reds
Fame.
Hall of Fame.
That's cool.
They had the stadium outside had a huge, from the top of the stadium to the bottom, a poster of P. Rose.
Really, that's awesome.
I have the picture. I'll show it to you.
I want to see that. Oh, he lives in a Cincinnati suburb. So he is close. Yeah, we'll definitely do that.
I didn't know that.
I don't need a reason to go to Cincinnati and watch the Reds. So you being there is over
those dollar hot dogs, man.
Yes. Raphael likes hot dogs, especially when they're only $1.
Great American Ballpark. That's right.
Make it rain dollar bills on them hot dogs.
Yeah.
But yes, to answer your question, Micah, they start out with some really good players, but they don't end up lasting. With that, Tsuyoshi Nishioka, Byung-ho Park, exactly right. Maybe I can swing by and pick up Mark from Kentucky, and we all 3 get together and hang out.
I have a question.
Okay, let me get my tie put on a little bit better for the question.
Go ahead, Sports Card Kid. It's Stefan, right? I think it's I remember from Stefan Diggs, but I think your first name is Stefan, if I'm not mistaken.
Let's see what this question is.
Stefan Diggs, and he's a Packers fan. That's why.
Oh, really?
He probably caught on. He caught on to that.
And it's a 1 of 1, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's funny.
I saw that.
I'm gonna get on their YouTube channel. We're all just sitting here so patiently waiting, like on bated breath.
Waiting for the and we got Jab's family in the background.
Yeah, Jab's in the middle.
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, that's more your area because I'm a football guy. So
yeah, you're more football. But honestly, man, in my opinion,
that is true what he's saying.
Well, here's my thing. I'm gonna. I think I'm not saying anything that nobody else. I'm sure we all probably could agree to some extent. But the reason why is because people prospect. There's all these people prospecting that so-and-so's first ever Bowman card or their first rookie card or whatever you want to call it is going to be the most, is going to be a possibility of, excuse me, buying low and selling high. Right. This is like, running the stock market. You want to buy a stock low to hopefully cash out, right? When it gets real high, you can cash your stocks and make a profit, right? And so it's the same idea. But when you do that with Hall of Famers, autographs, or Hall of Fame, vintage cards, certain of those, a lot of those cards, a lot of those players, you already know what you're gonna get. Like, if you get a Warren Spahn autograph for, like you said, $50, that's probably the limit. Let's just say you're not gonna be able to surprise anybody that the Warren Spahn autograph that you got for 15 all of a sudden went to 200, because it's already established that's what it's going for.
And maybe the people that are selling it's probably like a newer generation that they're probably young guys. Or somebody young that doesn't know who Warren Spahn is,
and I think that has a lot to do with it as well. That's a good point.
They know what the new guys.
They knew the new guys. I mean, like the best example is like the Otanis or the Judges from last year. Everybody was breaking all kinds of wax this last 2 years, to get the Judges and get the Otanis, and then like Otani was selling for like crazy money. Even one of the guys in our community, Andrew from Nuff Said Cards, him and his son ended up breaking a box. I don't even remember Tops or whatever, and they pulled an Otani autograph out of it, like a red refractor or something.
I think it was the pink,
and then they sold it for like $2,000, $2,500, something like that dollars.
Yeah. So I remember seeing that video.
But the thing is that that card now, because he's not as hot anymore, I think somebody pulled up and said it was like one for $800, which is still great,
right?
But it's not 2,000. I mean, I would take 2,000 over 800. I'm sure we all would. But it's all about prospecting and hitting when the iron's hot, and hopefully you're going to catch lightning in a bottle.
Yeah,
that's what it really boils down to.
Like right now, everybody's going crazy with Patrick Mahomes.
Yes, Patrick Mahomes.
Everybody wants Patrick Mahomes cards.
But think about in April, is everybody going to be thinking that same thing? Maybe or maybe not.
Maybe or maybe not. Exactly. So that's the hot commodity right now.
Right. And it's fine. And that's a part of what makes the hobbies fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we have people, like Ed Wesker Griff and a few other guys doing like the Mahomes searches, and like they're doing like Christian Yelich and like, Mookie Betts rookie cards to see if they can pull those cards. And they're excited about it, and people want to watch. And either this weekend was a perfect example of trying to get Mahomes cards.
Yeah, get a Mahomes card.
And there's nothing wrong with that, because the chase is a part of the thrill.
Yeah.
That enjoys the chance of getting low, maybe selling high, or having a prospect that might turn into something huge down the road.
Yeah.
And that's all fine and dandy. But again, there's no guarantee that same Mahomes that you get right now for out of an $18 blaster box that you could turn around and sell for $300. But then 4 months from now you would maybe get $30. You just never know, because you just don't know. What one thing's really like the Otani. First, it was like going through the roof. Like people would sell like $10,000 for certain Otani cards.
What?
And now they're way under that. A lot of that, because the heat of it kind of has fizzled some. It's all sizzle, no fizzle. It's all fizzle, no sizzle. I just copyrighted that, so don't try to use it ever again. Oh, yeah. What's up, Nate? Yeah, marathon for sure.
Sports Card Kid's doing a contest, so I got to check that out.
Most definitely.
What's the deadline on the contest for you, Sports Card Kid?
I think Nate should do a contest where he signed an autographed baseball bat.
Hey, Nate, I got Zombie was showing me a video shortly, which I'm going to go check out on my phone on some downtime tonight before I go to sleep. You went and you met Jose Canseco in person? Is that the Nate you're talking about?
Yeah, that's the Nate I'm talking about.
Wow, that's awesome.
The Nate, not a Nate.
Oh,
it's the Nate, right?
Okay.
With a capital THE.
Gotcha. Yeah, man. And in the video, he looked like he's still.
I like how he did the Bash Brothers. He's like, hey, let's do the Bash Brothers. And he got Jose to put the arm up to do that. Hand, like with him and McGuire.
Oh, I gotta see that. I gotta see that.
That's awesome.
I gotta see that video for sure.
I was thinking the same thing.
Oh yeah, he's a class act. Oh wow, man.
I was thinking the same thing, because you could tell like Canseco, like a lot of ball players that are retired, can easily kind of be dismissive to the fans.
Right.
They're like, they could just be there to sign their, just get their paycheck.
Just move on.
Just get their cash and then go.
Yeah.
But, they filmed probably they had like a 10-minute video, and like 6-7 minutes of it is of the Conseco experience.
Oh, I gotta go see that.
Leading up to it.
Once it is over, I'm gonna go see that video, man. I didn't know.
Baseball Card Junkies TV.
That was my favorite player growing up as a kid. That's because of him is why I got started in playing baseball.
Right.
My dad wanted me to play football, which I was playing football at the time, but then I asked my dad, hey, I want to hit the ball like Conseco. I want to go out there and try out baseball. He said, yeah, sure, why not? Let's go. The more the merrier.
And you're already Cuban, so you're already halfway there.
Yeah, that's it. And he was a hometown hero, man. Everybody,
for sure.
He's
we have from Miami, right?
Yeah, he's from Miami.
Right.
And he's Cuban. And then we have a street there that's dedicated to him called it's Jose Canseco Street, which is 16th. And
really?
Southwest 16th, yeah, and then it's down from the high school he graduated from.
Now, is that where most of the time you see
Coral Park?
Coral Park
High School, yeah.
Is that where you saw most of the tennis shoes over on top of the phone wires where the Latin Kings lived and patrolled?
Yeah, man, it was rough, girls.
Yeah, it was rough.
My teams were a little bit rough down there, man.
Oh
yeah, Canseco inspired me to collect.
Yeah, man, for sure. I showed Raphael just a pinch of my Conseco collection.
Yeah, I had this bright idea. I was telling Jason about it.
On Friday.
And JY's here. Good. So I'm glad JY's here. I was telling him, you know what? I want to do a Jose Canseco showcase challenge out there to see who's got the most Jose Canseco cards. So then I was like, you know what? I want to challenge JY and some of these guys. But then he reminded me, he goes, be careful with Nate from the West Coast, because they'll take you to school.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of
and then
guys.
I saw his binder, and I was like, what? He's got Canseco I don't have either.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, like what some of the guys were saying, like, he is one of the main reasons of the Bash Brothers, man, in the 80s, him and McGuire.
Yeah.
I was a kid. I mean, that was awesome. I was so excited about Jose Canseco that I wanted to go to a car show to get Jose Canseco's autograph. And it's not even nothing to do with Jose. He sucked.
Wow.
He has nothing to do with Jose Canseco except they share the same mother and father and happen to be a twin.
Yeah.
And that was it.
He even had an Ozzy Canseco card.
Yeah, Ozzy Canseco. I mean, I was so excited.
That was awesome.
I remember meeting him and getting an autograph from Ozzy Canseco, and he amounted to nothing in baseball, in the baseball world. But it was that way to be that much closer to Jose, because obviously back in the 80s, Jose's not doing baseball card shows.
No.
So it's not something he's doing, So now he's doing it, but he wasn't doing it in the 80s for sure.
I think he has a nice signature too.
He does have a very nice signature. I think I could tell when Nate put down the baseball card, and I think it goes back to what he was saying to being a class act. He put the card down, and Jose looks at the card. He just doesn't slop his signature on and moves on. Like he sat there, he writes out whatever Nate asked him to put down, some dates,
wow.
Maybe the 40-40 club or whatever he did. And then he signed it, He just was a lot of times you see guys, they just take their card, they're just like this, and they're just like, whatever.
Yeah, and throw it.
But he actually took the time. Oh,
yeah. Speaking of which, look what pops up.
Look what just popped up.
Look what pops up on the top from him throwing the cards.
Throwing the cards.
Right there.
And I thought it was really cool of him to sit there and look at the card, think about where he wants to sign it, and then actually sign the card. Wow. Instead of just slopping a signature on and moving on. Get your $40 or $80 or whatever he's charging, and just keep on trucking. He actually spent at least 3 seconds to say, all right, this is the best way to approach that. Here you go.
I wonder where he's residing now. Nate, do you know, how did you, is it was that a special invitation?
Was that in Los Angeles? Where were you to meet him? Can pretend it wasn't a great memory for sure. Unfortunately, it wasn't a memory with Jose. It was his brother.
Do that.
You just click. You just touch it.
I was trying to read.
Yes. The 90s, the A's, and the Reds. I met the Cincinnati Reds in 1990 in June, the year they won the World Series. I got to go into their clubhouse and hang out with them for a couple hours before the game started. Oh, Northern California, day's drive from LA. That's where they went to the card show.
Well, it was a card show. He was at the card show.
I don't know if it's a card show. I might be making that part up. I don't know. Yeah. When you watch the video, he talks about that. You're exactly right.
Oh, I can't wait to watch that video. I gotta go see that video.
Yeah, what are you doing? You need to go right now.
Yeah, I think I am.
You just leave right now. You just like, see you guys later.
Bye.
Out. Jose Canseco's calling for you.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. My phone. That's why my phone's charging, so it's gonna have a full charge.
Full charge.
Full charge. It was a show in Minneapolis a few years ago. After he blew his finger off.
Didn't he blow his finger off for like cleaning a gun or something, or doing something with a gun? Like I thought he was cleaning his gun, or I thought that's what I heard the story. I could be wrong.
Oh. 1990 A's versus Reds World Series.
Yeah, I got to meet the Reds during that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, nobody thought the Reds were going to win that World Series. And they won. They shocked everybody, including themselves. They were kind of like the Harold Baines of the World Series.
Oh wow!
They were so surprised they won.
I gotta go back and see that.
Yeah, it was I think if I'm not mistaken, they swept them.
I was in 10th grade at the time. 1990, I was in 10th grade.
The Nasty Boys.
Oh, you're getting some of the Nasty Boys.
Yeah, Randy Myers, Rob Dibble,
Chris Abel.
Well, these are the pitchers.
Oh.
And Randy Myers, Rob Dibble. I think there was one other guy that would be considered a part of that Nasty Boys. I know those guys were there. I was too.
Sports card kid, I was too.
He was too.
Wow.
He was still wet in his bed and wearing diapers. Norm Charlton. Yep, there you go. I knew there was another one. Yeah. Jose Rio, yes. He goes, hey now. He's like, don't say that. I said, he's wet in his bed still.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Hey, I'm just keeping it real. The real deal Holyfield. Which I talked to Evander Holyfield on the phone one time at my job.
Oh, that's right. You had to, wow, that's crazy. Did you tell him, hey, is this the real deal?
Oh, yeah. It was really him because, well, this is my old job. Before I can't really explain how.
Yeah.
But it was something to do with a family member of his.
Oh.
I was trying to track down a family member. And this family member listed Evander Holyfield as their contact.
Wow,
so when I called, he answered the phone.
That's awesome.
Because it's his personal number, not like his secretary or not one of his handlers or whatever. Because this person is his direct relative.
Oh, wow.
And so when I called him up, I didn't know I was calling him because his person's last name, even though it is Holyfield,
right?
You're thinking it can be Evander Holyfield. And when he picked up the phone, you're like, that voice, you're like, oh, it sounds like him.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then he goes, and I'm like, yes, sir. And then I was like, I'm calling you for so and so. And he's like, okay. And then I'm like, I need to ask you, are you such and such individual? Because I have to clarify who he is. And he was like, yes, that's who I am. And I'm like looking up online, like where he lived, like where, like area. And it was like, and then I looked up his address, like, which was on file. And it was like, he lives on Evander Holyfield Way. And then I looked online, and I looked at the thing, and then it says Evander Holyfield on Evander Holyfield Way in like Georgia. And I was like, wow. Oh my gosh, like it's really him.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, he was a really nice guy, but I could tell he was like pissed off because the why we were calling him wasn't a good reason. So yeah, it was. I'm sure he wasn't a happy camper. But yeah.
Thank God it was a phone call.
Yeah, thank God, yeah, because I don't want to mess up this pretty face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, Micah. But you know what? If you work in the field that I work in, people's names are so ridiculous now. And I'm not saying that Evander Holyfield's a ridiculous name.
Or maybe somebody just wrote that name down to eat,
Right. Well, there's I call lots of Shaquille O'Neals.
To bluff.
And they're not Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah,
it's like,
some people probably put the name for a bluff. Like,
oh, sure.
Like I told you, one time I made a reservation under John Madden.
Yeah, exactly. yeah, exactly. So,
And though the people, when I got there, they had no clue who John Madden was.
Right, they're like, so much for my being cool and witty.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, guys. Well, hey, we're going to have to hop off of here. Oh, yeah. It's almost 11 o'clock East Coast time.
Where do you see the time? Oh,
right there, 10:50.
10:50.
10:50. And plus, my phone's getting ready to die. So
that's true.
But anyways, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. We did an hour and 45 minutes or hour and 15-minute video. I really appreciate you all showing up.
Definitely.
Hey, what's going on, Jerome? Arnold Schwarzenegger grabbed. Hold on, wait. I got to see this video or this thing about Jerome. Arnold Schwarzenegger grabbed my wife's ass. Shut the front door. Oh, I gotta hold on. Wait, did you punch Schwarzenegger out? Did you challenge him in an arm wrestling match? I gotta know what happened, dude. I gotta know. Like, don't die on me, phone. I gotta hear this story. I cannot believe that. That's crazy that Schwarzenegger grabbed your wife's butt. All right, guys. I'll see you all later. But Jerome, you can't leave. You gotta tell me to finish the story.
Yankees cards. That's Jerome. Yankees cards.
Okay, I still got some battery life left. I'm okay. I was starting to freak out. It was never gonna go back. Toot, done.
Jerome is Yankees cards.
Yeah, Jerome is Yankees cards, and he lives in Ohio, so he's actually not too far from me.
Is that the guy with the big, huge?
Oh, he had all these bodyguards. Yeah, that makes sense, dude. Oh man, dude.
Is it the guy that wears like the Yankee hat sideways?
Yes.
Sometimes.
Well, the one who has the Yankees Museum looks like
that's
Jerome.
okay. Now I know.
And he has the pig, Miss Piggy.
Yeah. He's done. Yeah, he does a break, and you have our farm man.
Dude, like his setup is the most amazing.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, like seriously, his setup is like amazing. And they were all bigger than he was. Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow. That is crazy, dude.
That's tough. That's a tough.
Because Arnold Schwarzenegger's not a little guy. I mean, right, 2-time world champ. Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude. That is crazy. I cannot believe that. Nowadays, your wife could take him all the way to the jail.
Yeah,
does that happen nowadays? Oh my gosh. They would. That would not be going. That would not be done. That was. Oh my gosh, dude.
Should be all over the media, all over the news.
Holy smokes, dude. Your wife should have just turned around and been like, right in his old kisser. That would have been classic.
That's crazy.
And then she was like, I'll be back. She was like, yeah. Oh my gosh, dude. That is crazy, man. I mean, at the end of the day, it's definitely disrespectful. I don't mean it in like a cool way. Yeah, like that's obviously unacceptable, but that's wild that your wife was assaulted by Schwarzenegger. That is crazy. Oh my gosh. Like I can't even imagine. Like it'd be so surreal.
Yeah, that's
oh my gosh, dude. Like, I got a Stallone story for you all that I have to tell you all some other time. I don't know if it's not really YouTube appropriate. I have to do what Nate does and give like a disclaimer at the beginning of the thing. Oh, so you had a chance to go up and get a picture at the Arnold Palmer Classic, and then that's when he did it. That makes more sense. I just thought he would just like walking through the crowd and goose your wife.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought too.
But not that it makes it okay, but it makes more sense why he had access to you and your wife, that you're like up there getting a picture with the guy. But like you said, it's like 3 seconds and just moving on. That's messed up, dude. But if you got one, you can co-cock them one time before they grabbed you. A
little elbow to the face.
Right, yeah. Like a little parting shot on the way out. Everybody that competes get a bit. Oh, I see. Okay, so everybody,
competes what for golf?
Yeah.
Is it a golf tournament?
I guess. I don't know. Well, maybe he's an arm wrestler, or he was.
Jerome was an arm wrestler?
Yeah, he was like famous.
Like over the top movie?
Yeah, over the top. He was like super famous, dude.
Wow.
I said Arnold Palmer Classic. I mean Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic. You had the Arnold Palmer earlier today. That threw me off. I meant to say Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic.
So was he in Over the Top, Jerome?
No, but he knows those guys. We talked about it before.
Oh, yeah?
He talked about it, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right, guys, I got to go. Unfortunately, my phone's getting ready to die.
It's dying already.
So it was awesome. Thank you so much, Jerome, for sharing that story. Obviously, I'm sorry about the wife situation, but that makes for a great story. Yeah. I would love to see Jerome go like at national. Just like all of us just try to like beat Jerome.
Yeah, look at that.
Like that'd be awesome. That'd be so cool. Yeah. But anyways, guys, thanks again. Thank you, Raphael. Thanks Bob Lewis for coming.
Thank you for having me this weekend.
And we'll do it again. We'll do it again.
Yeah, definitely. We gotta coordinate. National, man. It's gonna be
national.
Awesome.
How do you always end all your videos?
Hidden gem. Over and out.
Zombie Collector, in and out.